lineman, 235-pound senior, stands at 6'4". Tavion Wilson, the leader of the Highlanders offense, out there as well with Caleb Parlier and Aaron McPherson. All seniors out there for the Highlanders. For the Big Reds, that's Silas Chevrant, Hunter Levitt, Titan Parsons, and Braxton Kupfner. Big Reds come in at 3-3. The pregame clock is at 0, and we are just moments away from some high school football in Huntington. Happy to have you along and tuned in for tonight's broadcast. I'm Luke Creasy, bringing you all the action here on the Kendra Digital High School Sports Network. If you're tuning in, go ahead and let me know. Love to hear from you today. If you're listening, give me a shout out on Twitter at Luke Creasy. That's LukeCreasy. And I'll give you a shout out on the air. Big Reds are set to kick off. It's going to be Cole Sisk back for the Big Reds to boot it away. Andreas Reese back deep to receive, as well as Dante Newsom. But it's a short kick. Newsom fields it anyway at the 20 along the far side. He's got some space to work with. Coming near side, breaks a tackle, spins around, fights his way to the 40-yard line, and that's where Huntington will set up shop. Talked a little bit about that offense for the Highlanders, led by Tavion Wilson, who is a dual-threat quarterback. He's starting to feel a little bit better out there as a thrower, and why wouldn't you when you've got a guy like Andreas Reese and Dante Newsom to sling the ball around to Andreas Reese, the team leader in receptions. He's got 11 of them for 215 yards and 6 scores as Wilson takes the snap, fakes the pitch, runs up the middle, and he is met by a host of Big Reds. Tackle made by Adam Elder. Brings up second down and medium. For the Big Reds. Huntington in the all-yellow look as the handoff goes to Okonkwo, and he's got almost no room to run. Good stop there by the Big Reds defense. Still trying to get some names for you along that defensive line. Ethan Jones in on the stop. The motion man, Wilson, lofts it up for his wide receiver, and it's broken up by Javal Chandler. Great play in coverage by the sophomore to force a fourth down and eliminate a big play early. The Highlanders go 3 and out on their initial possession. And it's going to be Chandler that takes it out. He's got some room to work with, gets up to around the 35-yard line. And that's where the first possession for Parkersburg will take place. The offense taking the field for the first time and make a couple substitutions out there. And a scoreless game. 10-14 to play. Quick possession from the Highlanders. Don't see that very often at all. The quarterback is Alex Greer. Quarterback wearing number 24. Don't see that too often. He hands it off to Ethan Jones. Can't tell you how long it's been since I've seen a quarterback wear a number like 24. Brings up 2nd down and 9 after the short run. Two wide receivers to the near side, one up top. He comes in motion, and the handoff goes up the middle, and that's Max Bowen ready for the stop. That was Jones again. Lyles in on the stop as well. Bowen there to do some cleanup work, and that brings up 3rd and 9 after no gain on 2nd down. You hear the cowbells start to ring. The crowd comes to life a little bit. And big opportunity for the Highlanders to force a 3 and out on their first defensive possession. Austin Craven comes in motion. The handoff is faked. Bowen's giving chase to the quarterback, and he's got enough for the first down. What an effort by Alex Greer to create some space for himself and pick up the first down. Max Bowen's giving chase, but he gets away and sets up 1st and 10 across midfield. Greer will take the snap. Hands off to Jones again. Jones up the middle. Jeremiah Lyles is there. Stops him after a gain of just a couple.
It is 2nd down and 8 for Parkersburg.
Highlanders winners of 4 straight. Trying to keep that rolling on homecoming night. Two men in motion for the Big Reds. Greer takes it, fakes the handoff, tucks it away himself, and he's shifty. He gets down past the 45-yard line to set up 3rd and short. Greer moving it himself on the quarterback keeper. Had the option to hand it off to Jones there. Dante Newsom in on the stop, and it's another 3rd down. They converted on 3rd and 9 last time around. How about 3rd and 5 with 7:09 to play in the opening quarter? Highlander defense gets set. Greer takes the snap. Keeps it himself. Fakes the handoff. He's got a lane, but it's going to be stuffed by the Highlanders. Braxton Mount was the first man to get to him. Mano, and he makes the stop. Gain of just a yard. It's 4th and 4, and looks like the Big Reds are going to punt it away here. And indeed they will. Tyler Shahan with the boot down inside the 5-yard line. And after starting its last possession from all the way out at the 40, Huntington backed up deep into its own territory to start this one. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we return, the Highlanders offense back on the field.
Become a member of Liuna and train to become a union construction worker.
I never knew anything about the union.
Andreas Reese. That throw was hurried by Ethan Jones.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So listen, he said to not plug it in until all 3 status
That's 2 big missed opportunities for the Highlanders. They've gone deep a couple times to Reese. First time it was Javal Chandler making the play on 3rd down to end the drive. That time, Wilson just misses deep. The offense resets. Wilson pitches it outside to Newsom. Newsom crosses the 35. That's going to be more than enough for the first down as he's brought to the sideline. Javal Chandler in on the stop to force him out of bounds. Titan Parsons also there, but it's a first down at the 39-yard line.
That's what I did. That's why we went off, because I turned off the Wi-Fi.
Ball at the 39-yard line. First down and 10 for Huntington.
A Huntington High offensive front, a force to be reckoned with.
I'm not even using the score, but I never even
They've done a great job this year of blocking for the run. But Parkersburg has done a good job tonight of nullifying that attack. We're scoreless. What you missed while we were out, Antonio Pascal with the rushing touchdown. Not a name that I figured we would call, but he grumbles in from 2 yards out with 10:28 to go in the second quarter to give Huntington its first lead and the first points of the night here at Bob Sang Stadium. So that is a 94-yard touchdown drive from the Highlanders that chews up a lot of clock. Both teams went 3 and out on their first possessions. Before punting the ball back to the Highlanders. Actually, Parkersburg did pick up a first down there on a nice scramble from Alex Greer. But the drive stalled just as it crossed into Huntington territory. They punted back. It was a good punt down inside the 10-yard line, and the Highlanders started from the 6 and a long, methodical drive there for Huntington High to get the scoring started tonight. Kickoff is away, and the Big Reds will get a chance to respond. It's fielded at the 15-yard line by Chandler, who works his way to the middle of the field, and darn right near the center of the field is where he is brought down at the 30-yard line. It's where Parkersburg will set up shop as the offense comes to get set.
The ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. It's first down and 10 for Parkersburg.
As it's going to be Alex Greer in at quarterback. He keeps it himself. Faked the handoff to Brady Thorne. Goodson in on the stop. Second and about 6. Greer with the handoff. This time goes to Silas Chevrant. He bounces off a couple Huntington High bodies, has enough for the first down, and that will extend the drive. Huntington High leads by a touchdown. We are just about at 8 o'clock here on a Highlander mountaintop. Greer takes the snap again, hands it off. Up the middle goes Chevrant.
Number 2, Silas Chevrant on the carry. Tackle made by number 44, Braxton Mount. Second down.
Braxton Mount in on the stop. for Huntington. As I mentioned before, on a 4-game win streak. Consecutive wins over Martinsburg, Spring Valley, and Hurricane. A very front-loaded home schedule for the Highlanders this year. This already its 4th home game. As in on the stop is Elias King. He's a little bit of everywhere on defense. He's the team's leader in tackles at 34. 19 of those solo, and there's another one for the big linebacker. Poked right through the line to make the stop on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd and 4. And you hear the stands start to come alive again. Greer in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Hands off to Chevrant, and nothing doing for the running back up the middle. The Highlander defense swallows him up. It looked like King was leading the charge again. Caleb Parlier in on the stop as well, and that'll bring up 4th down. Does the offense stay out there? It sure looks like they're going to. Trying to make a statement here early on. Huntington on its last drive cracked the scoreboard for the first time. Down by 7, 4 yards to go from the 45. Handoff. Faked. Greer keeps it himself. He's across midfield. That's going to be enough for the 1st down. Another big conversion by Greer with his legs. He keeps the drive alive. Ethan Dalton in on the stop for Huntington. But it is enough for a 1st down. Into Highlander territory at the 47-yard line. And a fresh set. The man in motion is Braxton Kumpfner. As Greer's pass intended for Brady Thorne is broken up. Good defense there from the Highlanders. Looked like Ethan Goodson was in on the stop. Made a good read on the ball. Bring up 2nd and 10. The offense resets. Greer's got a man each way. He hands it off to Chevrant. Rumbles forward. He's got a few yards, but that'll bring up 3rd down once again. Billy Seals paces that near sideline. Standing at about the 40-yard line. The line of scrimmage at the 43. 3rd and 6. Under the lights here at Bob Sang Stadium. Another big play here for the Big Reds. With one man to his right, Greer hands it off, and they get another conversion. They've been in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long, and it hasn't seemed to matter. The Big Reds have been able to keep that ball moving down the field. They're now at the 40-yard line. Fourth down, the offense stays out. 4th and 3. The reverse. Looking upfield. He's going to be close. Will Brady Thorne. And when I say close, that's about as close as you're going to get. It looks like he has it based on the spot. Thorne was looking for that edge, cut back inside. There is a flag on the play. Wait to see what that call is. Okay, so we did have enough for the first down, but there was an illegal block in the back, and that is a drive killer. Back the ball up 10 yards. Penalty is enforced from the spot of the foul. So what was a 4th and 3 turns into a 4th and 13. Back at the 49-yard line. Snap goes. Hurt. Parkersburg will punt it away. Ball will take a big red roll down to about the 10-yard line. Long field for the Highlanders ahead. We'll go ahead and step aside for a quick break as the offense gets set. With a 7-0 lead, Huntington leads Hurricane Parkersburg. We'll be back right after this.
Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available for you. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
The Highlander drive started at the 11. Pickup of 6 on first down brings up 2nd and 4. Wilson will take the snap, looks to throw, has Reese out past the 30 before he's thrown out of bounds by Tyler Shahan. Is enough to move the chains out to the 31. Pickup of 15 on the connection. Reese, the leading receiver, coming in to tonight's contest. As Wilson takes it himself, he's got some room to work with. Busts through a hole across midfield, down inside the 20, and he's going to take it all the way for 6. The student section goes crazy. The crowd lets him hear it. That's a 69-yard touchdown run for Tavion Wilson to double the lead here for the Highlanders. You see it right there. He saw that gap and took off. Hit another gear once he passed midfield. Plenty of room to work with. Didn't once look back. Bennett Weimer is the man out for the PAT. After the long touchdown run. And that just might be enough to get the Highlanders offense kicked into gear. Kick is up and good. The lead is 14
The score is now Parkersburg 0,
as Parkersburg
14.
now down by double digits here at Huntington. They've done it from long. That was a 69-yard touchdown run. They've done it with a long touchdown drive. Had a 94-yard drive, earlier in this contest that ate up a lot of clock. That one didn't take too much time at all. Touchdown runs from Pascal and Wilson have set the score here. Wilson, talked about him being a dual threat, and he hasn't thrown a lot. Just 54 times coming into this contest. He has thrown for 403 yards and 7 touchdowns, but he's been able to burn some people with his legs. He goes over 300 yards. He's going to be close to their leading rusher. Now he and Trayvon Okonkwo have done the majority of the damage on the ground tonight. Wilson was at 41 carries for 248 and 3. At his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And after an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against the Highlanders, they will kick off from the 25-yard line. Didn't catch who that was called on, player-wise. We called against Ethan Dalton, just got word. And the kickoff, a good one, but it's fielded at the 40 by Chandler. Rolls across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And a little bit of an extra shove there. The Highlanders got to be careful to keep those tempers in check. C.J. Quinn, the last man to force him out of bounds. And Parkersburg working with a short field. Saw this early the last time that Huntington was at home. They were in a tight game with Hurricane and had scored the first 3 touchdowns. And Hurricane cut the lead to 14. A big special teams miscue by the Highlanders. And then allowed them the chance to get right back in it. And it was the defense that stepped up that time, forcing a turnover. Can they do the same here? Short gain on first down for Parkersburg. The Highlander defense looks to the sideline for the call. As Greer set to take the snap. Keeps it himself. No room to run. That Highlander defense is swarming to the football. Trio of them there to make the stop on Greer. That'll bring up 3rd and long. Max Boren's going to get credit for that tackle. It was a good return on the kickoff by Chandler to set up a short field. And Huntington's going to get hit with a face mask call here, and that, instead of 3rd and long, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And they'll replay the down. So make it 2nd and 4 instead of 3rd and 9. And then officials timeout. Looks like an injured player. While they tend to him, we'll go ahead and step aside for a break and have more high school football action on the back side of it right here on the Kinder Digital High School Sports Network.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Dre Grinter, the injured Big Red, walks off the field under his own power, and we are set to resume play. The handoff goes to Chevrant. He's down around the 35-yard line. That'll bring up second and short. It was 3rd and long for the Big Reds. 3rd and 9 to be exact, but a face mask was called. They replayed the down, so it set up 2nd and 4. And Jeremiah Lyles, try saying that one 5 times fast, makes a stop. And it's 3rd and 4 after no gain. The Big Reds have not been afraid to keep the offense out there, so you're probably looking at 2-down territory here with 1:29 left in the half as the clock continues to roll. And no urgency there out on the field, and we're going to have another timeout. Parkersburg spins its first, and we'll take one with them. 1:18 left to go here in half number 1. Highlanders lead by 14. More football when we come back.
Become a member of Liuna and train to become a union construction worker.
I never knew anything about the union. A friend gave me the application to be an apprentice. When you come to the center, you're getting paid while you learn. They expect for you to come in green. They start from the bottom and they build everybody up to a certain level. I really think it's a good opportunity for somebody, especially if you're young. The union is a place that can help you start your career, start your life, give you a little direction to where you want to go, and you can build off of that.
Big 3rd down here for the Big Reds. Greer in the backfield takes it himself. He's going to look to throw and has Brady Thorne across the 35. Going to be close to first down yardage. And it looks like he just got it. They call it a first down. Move the chains. I'm pretty sure the offense is going to stay out there for 4th down anyway, but with 1:09 to go here in half number 1, Parkersburg looking to get on the scoreboard. Currently getting blanked by Huntington. It's 14-0. And the Highlanders really haven't dominated the game. They've had one good long sustained drive as Greer takes it up the middle for a gain of a couple. That 94-yard drive really set the tone. Ended with a 2-yard touchdown run from Antonio Pascal. And then Travion Wilson ran it in from almost 70 as the ball is off the fingertips of Chandler That's a free ball. Huntington might have had a chance to make a play on that, but it falls to the turf. Brings up 3rd and 10, and we're 33 seconds to go until the half. But those 2 big touchdown plays, 2 long touchdown drives, one from an 89-yard drive and a 94-yard drive. That's good football. That's old school football, running the football. Now trying to preserve the first half shutout. 3rd and 10, 33 seconds left. Greer rolls to his left, has a block. He's going to chuck it toward the end zone and going to be way overthrown. The intended target was Titan Parsons, and he's a big target, 6'3", 195, but might have had to have about another foot to reach that one, have a chance at it there along the sideline. Good idea, good route, just ran out of room. And with 26 seconds left, the offense going to stay out there on 4th down. They need the 23-yard line to keep the drive alive. They do have 2 timeouts left, so the entire field is open for business. Greer takes a snap. He's going to throw if he can find anybody. He does. He's got Chandler. He's got enough for the first down inside the 20, and he's going to get out of bounds. On 4th and 10, they get about 17. And Dante Newsom is there to throw him out of bounds, and that'll be a play we look back on. First down at the 15-yard line. Greer takes the snap. Rolls to his right, looking to throw. Nobody there. Bowen giving chase. And he's going to force a quick throw along the sideline. Greer gets it out before the sack. But it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Parkersburg is going to spend a timeout here. They've got 1 left. It's a big moment in the game. 8 seconds left. This drive was a short one. After the touchdown run, there was an unsportsmanlike penalty called, a sportsmanlike conduct penalty called against the Highlanders. That backed the kick up to the 25-yard line. And Chandler, the man who just made the big 4th down conversion on the catch and run, was able to set the Big Reds up inside Huntington territory to start this drive. They've moved the ball down now to the 15-yard line. Sits right in between the 14 and the 15. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass on first down with 8 seconds left. You have to think anything now is going to be toward the end zone. Just 1 timeout left for the Big Reds. So there is time to run a quick play. But if I were a betting man, I'd say this one goes to the end zone. Greer takes the snap, empty backfield. It does. He goes towards the end zone. It's going to be too far left. Pass falls incomplete. 3 seconds left. And it looks like we're going to kick the ball. To end the shutout, they're going to put that on the leg of Cole Sisk. It's going to be a 31-yard field goal for Sisk. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and that was good from 41. Parkersburg gets on the board on the final play of the half. 14-3, your score halfway through this one. We'll break down the first half action when we come back.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Bowtie Mike here, reminding you that Cardinal Chevrolet is your destination for all things automotive. We offer a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, a full-service collision center, parts and service departments, plus up to 125% of KBB for your trade. Stop by for a no-obligation appraisal. We make the deals that nobody can match because it's got the Bowtie guarantee. Hurry in. CardinalChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
14-3, the score at the half. Here at Bob Sang Stadium in Huntington, Luke Creasy bringing you all the action as the Highlanders on homecoming with a double-digit lead over the visiting Parkersburg Big Reds. Parkersburg comes in at 3-3, Huntington 4-1, and it took a little bit for the offenses to get rolling here. After a scoreless first quarter, Huntington reaches the end zone twice in the second frame. The first after a 94-yard drive that ended in an Antonio Pascal touchdown run. And I was talking with my good friend Tim Stevens a couple booths over, writing for HD Media tonight. And I said, did you have that one on your bingo card coming into tonight? And he and I both agreed that we didn't. But Pascal gets the job done down inside the red zone. Give Huntington its first lead of the game, 7-0, and then not too much longer after that, with about 3 minutes to go in the half. It was Tavion Wilson that took it in himself. It started as a play as a quarterback keeper, and he found some room, broke into his second gear, and reached the end zone from 69 yards out to set the score at 14-0. A little bit of a mishap there for the Highlanders after the touchdown. It was a dead ball foul, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that backed the kick. It was enforced on the kickoff, so that backed it up to the 25-yard line, and that resulted in a short field for Parkersburg, and they take it down, converted on a big 4th and 10 to set them up in position to strike. A couple throws to the end zone, couldn't connect on those. But they do end the half on a 31-yard field goal off the leg of Cole Sisk. The homecoming court being announced right now for the Highlanders. A big night, a special night for some of those high school athletes. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back on the other side of that, we'll break down the first half more and hear the band when we return on the Kindred Digital High School Sports Network.
Attention Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available for you. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. Put the phone away, or pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
What do I love about Marco? How much time do you have?
Everything begins with water. From our cool mountain springs to the winding streams working their way through the hills and into our rivers. Just like water, progress starts small with a vision, a plan, and an impactful project. Because when we invest in the foundation, we build stronger communities. The Thrasher Group. Building stronger communities together with you.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Ethan plans on going to Marshall University to study accounting. Donna Cornell. Donna is escorted by her mother, Kathy House, and her nephew, Jackson. Donna is the captain and performer for the Color Guard, a theater TA and performer, the show choir dance captain and performer, and a member of Thespians, Latin Club, and National Honor Society. Outside of school, Donna is a member of Bowen Ridge Church and is a 1st through 5th grade helper in her church. After high school, Donna plans to go to college and continue to perform for theater groups. Donna also plans to continue to pursue the Color Guard by performing for DCI groups. Bryson Shepard. Bryson is escorted by Travis Shepard and Yvonne Hamilton. Bryson is a member of the Huntington High School boys track team, running the 100 meter, 200 meter, and 4x200 meter races, and is a member of Pro Start and Young Life. Outside of school, Bryson is a member of the Army National Guard, works at Austin's Ice Cream, and streams on Twitch. After high school, Bryson plans on attending the University of Kentucky to study cybersecurity, owning a cafe, and writing his own stories. Alexis Davis. Alexis is the daughter of Allison Davis and has chosen to be escorted by her uncle Alex Hogsett. Alexis is a 4-year international thespian member, the 2024 West Virginia Thespian Regional and State first place winner in mask making, the 2024 West Virginia SETC first place winner as a one-act play cast member, the 2025 West Virginia Thespian Regional first place winner in prop making, a 2024 digital photo exhibitor for the Night on Fifth Art Show, and is active in the Huntington High School theater program, best known for playing Cousin It in The Addams Family. Outside of school, Alexis has danced for Bridget's Dance Academy for 8 years and is a member of River Cities Church. Alexis would like to focus on working in the child care field or with senior citizens after high school. Jonathan Stowers. Jonathan is escorted by his mother, Angie Stowers. Jonathan is the assistant drum major and mellophone section leader for the Huntington High School Marching Band and is a member of the theater program. Outside of school, Jonathan enjoys learning new instruments. After high school, Jonathan plans to go to Marshall University to study criminal justice. Bonnie Hughes. Bonnie is escorted by her father, Chris Hughes, and her mother, Melanie Hughes. Bonnie is the president of National Honor Society, the president of RAISE, and a member of Huntington High School's girls track and field team, student council, sports medicine, and business programs. Outside of school, Bonnie hangs out with friends, works at Marshall's, and shops. After high school, Bonnie plans to attend college to become a pediatric neurologist. Tavion Wilson. Tavion is escorted by his mother, father, stepmother, and his siblings. Tavion is a member of Huntington High School's boys basketball, baseball, and track teams, is student body president, and a member of National Honor Society, Honors Program, Latin Club, and Disc Golf Club. Outside of school, Tavion is a social media influencer, YouTuber, and protects Gotham. After high school, Tavion plans to play football at Clemson University, then become a physical therapist. And lastly, Kalia Mitchell. Kalia is escorted by her mom, Amber Crisp, and her dad, Reuben Mitchell. Kalia is a member of the Honors Program, Cheer Team, Upward Bound, and HOSA. Outside of school, Kalia is a volunteer at Cabell Huntington Hospital and participates in Big Brothers Big Sisters. After high school, Kalia plans to become an emergency nurse. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to crown Highlander Royalty of 2025. Presenting the crown and tiara is the 2024 Homecoming Queen, Audrey Flynn. First, the Homecoming King. Drum roll, please. The 2025 Huntington High School Homecoming King is Tavion Wilson. Now we crown the Homecoming Queen. Drum roll, please. The 2025 Huntington High School Homecoming Queen is Alexis Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for the 2025 Huntington High School Homecoming Court.
Homecoming festivities wrapped up here at Bob Sang Stadium, and we are about 5 minutes away from the second half between Huntington and Parkersburg. Tavion Wilson, the quarterback, who scored the touchdown to give Huntington a 14-0 lead at the time. He's named Homecoming King here at halftime. And so he didn't get much of a pep talk from head coach Billy Seals there. He trots toward the locker room, but there's not going to be a ton of time for him there. But 14-3 lead here on homecoming night for the Highlanders. A slow-going start as both teams scoreless in the first quarter. But a long touchdown drive from the Highlanders got things started. 7-0. Parkersburg punts the ball back. And then Huntington goes 89 yards, but picked up 69 of it on one play. That was from Tavion Wilson, who broke free for the touchdown. Gave Huntington a 14-0 lead. It's been Wilson and the Okonkwo brothers that have been the go-tos for the Highlander offense tonight. Newsom, a big part of it as well. And Andreas Reese continuing to be the leading target for Wilson when he does throw. As Huntington looking to move to 5-1 on the year and pick up their 5th consecutive win. A lot of home games here in the first half of the season for the Highlanders after 3 weeks consecutive at home. They beat Martinsburg, Spring Valley, and Hurricane to move to 3-1 before an open date and a road game at Capitol, their first road game in West Virginia. They did open the year at Oakland, Tennessee. But after this, 3 of their next 4 to end the year on the road. They'll go to George Washington next week. Another trip to Tennessee. They'll play at Seaver County. And then wrap up the regular season here at home on the home slate of the regular season on October 31st against Cabell Midland in the battle for the Shield. A lot still out there to get for the Highlanders. After that, it's on to the playoffs. The Highlanders have been one of the perennial powers in what's now Class 4A in West Virginia. Made a semifinal run last year. And looking to get back on top is Billy Seals. Teams are coming out of the locker rooms. We are under 2 minutes to play. And for Parkersburg, still a lot to play for in this game. Coming in at an even 3-3, a rough start to the year. Dropped their first 2 of the season by double digits. Went to Morgantown and took a 44-7 loss. Then hosted Spring Valley. Spring Valley in a bit of a down year, but managed to come out on top there by 10, 30-20. So sitting at 0-2, it was do or die time for the Big Reds, and they did it. Picked up a win on the road at Hurricane, beat Park South and Riverside in back-to-back home games before falling to George Washington. They're a force to be reckoned with this year. And that brings them here. And still a lot of time left in this ball game. Got points there at the end of the first half. A 31-yard field goal off the boot of Cole Sisk cut the Highlander lead to 11. And Parkersburg will start with the ball. I've called them Hurricane about 3 times tonight. This is the last time I was sitting in this chair. It was a team wearing red helmets, white uniforms. Exactly what's happening tonight. But it is, in fact, not Hurricane. It's Parkersburg. After tonight, Parkersburg will host Cabell Midland next Friday before back-to-back road games at Ripley and at Herbert Hoover. And an open date to end the year in the regular season for the Big Reds, before they hopefully make their own playoff push under head coach Matt Kimes. Well, the Highlanders are back on their side of the field. The Big Reds back on their side of the field. A little more time put on the clock here, so we'll go ahead and step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we will have the second half here from Bob Sang Stadium. It's 14-3. Highlanders on top, looking for its 5th consecutive win. Can they do it? We'll find out when we return.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Bryce Winkfield looks like he's ready to go. He's standing at the 50-yard line. We are just about set for second half action. Opposite of Winkfield is Titan Parsons. They'll walk out for a meeting of the minds before we get started in this second half. The Highlanders up 14-3. In a big game for both teams. So in this third quarter, Parkersburg will move from left to right, Huntington right to left. Of course, they'll flip for that fourth quarter. And still a lot of game left, and it's a tight one. Parkersburg always tough. They've been building for a couple years under Matt Kimes. They will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Back deep to return is Brady Thorne. Set to kick it away is Bennett Weimer. Weimer boots it away. Fielded inside the 10-yard line. And he's got some room. The gap closes quick, though, and he's met before he reaches the 30-yard line. So after scoring their first points of the night on the last play of the first half, second quarter, the Big Reds offense back out there. They'll start from the 29 And it's Alex Greer in the backfield at quarterback. Sends a man in motion, hands off. Oh, no, he fakes it himself. He's got some room to work with, and he is up near midfield, keeps going before he's finally brought down. Looked like Elias King might have been the first one there. And a big play to start the half. How about that? Greer faked the handoff. Did a good job. If I was a defender, I'd have gone the wrong way too. Keeps it himself, finds some extra running room. And now in Huntington territory. Ethan Jones, the man in the backfield. He takes the handoff this time. He works to his left. He's got 7, maybe 8 yards before he's forced out of bounds. Brian Gregory walking with a little bit of a limp. One of the wide receivers, also listed as a quarterback on the roster. But that big gain on first down is going to be brought back for a hold. Can't do that. Enforced from where it happened. So that'll back the ball back up to the 48. Still in a Highlander territory, but now working from behind the sticks. It's 1st and 15 for the Big Reds. Jones, the running back. Greer takes the snap, keeps it himself, looking to throw. Little shovel pass there to Austin Craven, who works down inside the 40-yard line. Is going to have enough for the first down, move the chains. So the penalty cost him 10 yards, but they pick up about 20 on that play. Fresh set of downs at the 30-yard line as Craven will, he's listed as a tight end, but might be the smallest tight end I've ever seen. 5'10", 190. But he gets the job done there on 1st and 15. Now 1st and 10, 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Very early on. This is the first drive for either team. The handoff goes to Chevrant. King back in there on the stop. He's been a little bit everywhere for the Highlanders defense tonight. No surprise there. Brady Thorne checks out of the game. And Jones will be the man in the backfield, as well as Chevrant. Chevrant's on Greer's left. Jones on the right, but now goes in motion. Greer keeps it himself, jukes a defender, and he's met at the line, behind the line of scrimmage by guess who? Elias King. The team leader in tackles entering the contest, and he makes a big stop there to bring up 3rd and 8. 3rd and 10. It was 2nd and 8, but they lose 2 on that. Back at the 30-yard line. Can the Highlander defense come up with a stop here on the Big Reds' first drive of the half? The clock rolls under 10 minutes. The offense ready. It's Greer with Chevrant to his right, but you expect a pass here. He jukes a defender. He's going to have to run. He's not going to get anywhere close to the first down. That's 4th and long now. Decision time. Too short of a field to punt. Would be a long field goal from here. I'm talking 40-plus yards. Those are few and far between in high school ball, so instead the offense will stay out there. The Big Reds have had some success on 4th down so far tonight. And looking for a little more magic here on 4th and 8. Greer takes the snap, and the ball is knocked down by Braxton Mount. Showing off the vertical there, tips the pass from Greer, and that's a turnover on downs. What a play, young man. Uses all 6 feet of that frame, does the senior. And it'll be Highlander first down from their own 28-yard line. That's the kind of play a defender loves to make. One-on-one, me versus you. What do you got? Well, Braxton Mount had it there. Offense set back up. Wilson gives the handoff to Okonkwo. Gets a few yards. Give a shout out to Mike Thomas listening tonight. Let me know. Appreciate you, Mike. Hope all is well. Give my brother a hard time next time you see him. Second and 7 on a rolling clock. The handoff again goes to Okonkwo, who rumbles forward. It'll set up third and short. And this is what the Highlanders do really, really well. Run the football. It's been the story all year, and it starts with the men up front. Aaron McPherson, Mason Ramsey, Colin Gadd, Caleb Parlier, Tyler Avery. They have done just a great job of keeping things moving up front. And it's showing off here. They've been able to move at will against this Big Reds defense. Okonkwo takes the handoff, gets the first down, driven to the ground by Tyler Shahan. And a little extra oomph there on that stop. But he has enough for the first down. He's up past the 40. And bring up another first down. Huntington with an 11-point lead right now. Looking for more. The clock continues to roll. That's going to become a factor later. The handoff to Okonkwo. Past midfield, down inside Big Red's territory. The official caught in the carnage. He slaps the hat back on, gets the ball set, and he'll set it at the 49-yard line. Wilson keeps it himself. Move the chains, and we're under 7 to play. Huntington had a big, long drive that ate up a lot of clock. 17 plays, 94 yards. Looking for something similar here. This drive started at the 23. Now down at the 44 as the handoff goes to Newsom this time. It's Shahan on the stop, but he's halfway to a first down. Ball at the 39-yard line. And with a big drive like this, say they do punch it into the end zone, when you're controlling clock like this, that is demoralizing for the opponent. Wilson takes the snap, looking to throw, doesn't have room. Instead, he'll tuck it in and get back to the original line of scrimmage. So they move away from the run game there for at least a play. But that clock will roll under 5 minutes. Wilson takes a snap, going to throw again. This one to Newsom, connects down at the 30-yard line, brought down by Devin Widman. Move the chains. It's another first down. Newsom only had 4 catches coming into the year. He's close to that tonight. Using a little bit of everybody on the offensive side. Antonio Pascal had a rushing touchdown earlier today. That was his second touchdown of the year. He's caught one, and now he's run one in. 14-3, Highlanders lead. Wilson takes a snap. The play is going to be blown dead. Probably a false start.
The result of the penalty is a first down and 15 for Huntington at the 35-yard line.
So back the ball up to the 35. Well, when they figure it out on the field, I'll tell you what's going on. The call was offsides. They backed it up as if it was a false start and made it 1st and 15. Well, now they'll put the ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 5. A couple Highlanders figured it out before the officials did. Wilson takes the handoff, and this one goes to Newsom. Oh, got that one wrong. That's Mayshawn Okonkwo. And we've got an injured Big Red down on the field. They'll come out to look at him. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, the Highlanders continuing to drive, looking to extend the lead here on homecoming, here on the Kendra Digital High School Sports Network.
Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
The injured player, Adam Elder. I've called his name a few times tonight. Good to see him back up and walking under his own power. He'll take at least one play off here. And after the circus that was trying to spot the ball after the offsides, we've got another penalty called. It was called during that commercial break. An illegal formation on the Highlanders, so back it up 5 yards. So after all of that, it's 1st and 10. It was 1st and 10, 1st and 15, 1st and 5, now back to 10. Wilson in the shotgun for the Highlanders with a running back to his right, and more laundry. What was a very rhythmic drive now feels choppier than the ocean during a thunderstorm. They goes against the Redskins. What in the world? So they called Parkersburg for not having enough men on the field. which was a 5-yard penalty, moved it to 1st and 5. But then they change it to a dead ball false start. Refs in midseason form. Operation Let's Get a Playoff is not happening right now, folks. That's 5 straight penalties. Sometimes you just got to see it to believe it. Back to 1st and 10. About 3 minutes later, we'll play 1st and 10 again. Wilson. Let's try this again, folks. And we get the playoff this time. It's Mayshawn Okonkwo, takes the ball, moves down inside the 30, breaks a tackle. He's got enough for a first down, and it's still going to be 1st and 10, but 12 yards down the field. Tackle made by Jackson Rowe, the junior for Parkersburg. And very quickly back to the line of scrimmage is Huntington. Okonkwo tries it again. Fights forward for a couple. The flag is thrown. It actually hits Tavion Wilson. And it's going to be called a holding against the Highlanders. We were eating up some clock, folks. Now it feels like we've been stuck in the with 3 minutes left for about 10. So we'll replay first down. It's at the ball is at the 27-yard line. That's 1st and 20. For the Highlanders, Mayshawn Okonkwo in the backfield. Newsom to the top of the formation. Andreas Reese in the slot. Wilson looking for Reese, and he has him in the end zone. A 27-yard strike to extend the lead with 2:40 to play in the 3rd quarter. Wilson does it through the air. Reese comes down with his 7th touchdown of the season. And Huntington opens up a 17-point lead and can add one more to it on the PAT. Weimer boots it. Pure. The lead, 21-3 now for the Highlanders. Parkersburg got a chance to respond under 3 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break and bring you the Big Reds Drive right after this.
Trey, you've got to get it together.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College, it's a step toward your future.
Trey, welcome to Mount West.
We provide the hands-on support you need with classes that fit your life.
Nice job, Trey.
At Mount West, we know you by name.
Trey Matthews.
Because here, you're more than just a number. Mount West Community and Technical College, because you matter here.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Incredible timing as Weimer boots it away. Fielded at the 10-yard line by Chandler. He's thrown out of bounds near the 25. And some more laundry. It's probably going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Highlanders. little bit too much mustard on that tackle. See some pink accessories out there for the teams during October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that personal foul will move the ball up 15 yards. Parkersburg starts at the 40. Good field position for the Big Reds. Titan Parsons is one of two receivers on the near side, the other Javal Chandler. Man comes in motion, takes the handoff. That's Cole Sisk. And he is driven to the turf by Elias King. Gets up, flexes his chest, and why not? A beautiful open field tackle. That could go in a textbook. Men at the line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and 10. A nice looking play design from Parkersburg, but all for naught. At the 40-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2 minutes and some change left in the third. Greer drops back to throw and leaves it short of Ethan Jones. So 3rd down here. This could turn into a really quick drive, and after being out on the field, I'm not sure that's what the Big Reds defense needs. A 1st down here would go a long way, but they need to get it to midfield. Wilson, the last man on the defensive side of the ball for the Highlanders at safety. Greer takes the snap under some pressure, has to get rid of it quick, and he doesn't get it there. 4th and 10 at your own 40, and this feels like a punt. A quick drive that nets in 0 yards for the Big Reds. And that will bring Tyler Shahan out to punt. The kick is up, takes a Huntington bounce, and will be down at the 27-yard line. So Huntington with a 21-3 lead, looking to add more in the waning moments of the third quarter. 1:49 to play. And it was a 27-yard touchdown pass from Wilson to Reese. That was the most recent score. Brings us here. And Newsome dragged down by his jersey. That's going to be Adam Elder. Left the game earlier with an injury, but looked all right there. Highlanders lead at 21-3. Parkersburg's only points came on a 31-yard field goal as time expired in the first half. That was their second possession of the half right there, and both of one ended in a turnover on downs, one a punt, as Wilson slings it down the field, and Andreas Reese has it across midfield. That flips it for the Highlanders. Reese signals first down, and Huntington is smelling blood in the water. Up by 18. Final minute of the third. Wilson hands it off to Okonkwo. Second down and short after Trayvon Okonkwo picks up 8 on the first down carry. I believe that will be the last play of the quarter unless they get it off in the next 5 seconds. And that'll bring us to the final 12 minutes of action. Huntington leads 21-3. We'll step aside for a quick break. Finish it up when we come back on the Kendra Digital High School Sports Network.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family-owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Attention, Mountaineer Challenge Academy graduates. Specialized free training programs are available for you. Learn more at wvjobchallengeprogram.org. Another challenge for a better future.
12 minutes away from 5-1 are the Highlanders.
It is second down and 2 for Huntington at the 33-yard line.
Davion Wilson takes the snap, hands off to Mayshawn Okonkwo, and I see green grass, and it's a Highlander touchdown. The home team pouring it on homecoming. Mayshawn Okonkwo reaches the end zone for a 3rd time this year, and that pushes the lead to 27-3. Extra point on the way. On the first play of the 4th quarter, Mayshawn Okonkwo extends the lead.
The score is now Parkersburg 3.
So it's 28-3, 25-point game, and the Highlanders made it look easy on that last drive. Parkersburg's 2 possessions in that 3rd quarter. Both 3 and out, only ran 6 offensive plays. Excuse me, the last drive was a 3 and out that netted in 0 yards. They had it down inside Huntington territory on their first drive. After a couple of nice runs from Alex Greer, but turned the ball over on 4th down after a great play from Braxton Mount on the defensive side. Forced a turnover on downs. Huntington turns that into 6. And the lead now pushed to its largest of the night at 25. It'll be Weimer to boot it. Swings the right leg, and a good kick down to the end zone. And he gets some cheers from the sideline for that one. Not the strongest of flicks, but got that one where it needed to be. Didn't give the Big Reds an opportunity to return it, so that'll bring the ball out to the 20. The Big Reds have 80 yards in front of them. So Greer takes the handoff, spins around, tries to fool the defense, but doesn't. That was C.J. Quinn and Bryce Winkfield in on the play. Stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12. Greer, the quarterback. Chevrant to his left. Man goes in motion. The handoff goes to Chevrant, and he is brought down by Elias King. It's going to be well short of the first down. Brings up 3rd and about 6. Trying to avoid a second consecutive 3-and-out are the Big Reds on offense. They've had their fair share of struggles, had some bright moments at times, but consistency has been hard to come by. 2 men go in motion now. Greer calls for the snap, and he keeps it himself. He's trying to throw, and it's caught by Titan Parsons. Makes his way down the sideline. An excellent grab in coverage. And that might be the big play that Parkersburg needed. So that completely flips the field. On 3rd and 6, they get the long ball. They've looked for that a couple different times tonight, but never connected on it. And now a completely different scenario. 1st and 10 from the 32. Greer in the backfield again. Fakes the handoff to Chevrant, rolls to his left, still looking for somebody. He'll take it himself down inside the 30. They'll mark him near the 25. King there again on the stop. He's racking up the numbers tonight. The play call comes in from the sideline on both offensive and defensive sides of the ball. Spotted at the 26. One receiver each way. Greer to throw. Overthrows his intended target, and it's picked off. Dante Newsom comes away with it. The pass intended for Brady Thorne, but over his head. And that is not what the Big Reds were looking for. Huntington comes away with its first turnover of the night. And does it at a big time. 9:45 to play. The ball at the 16-yard line. When they have needed plays defensively tonight, the Highlanders have shown up. I'm thinking about a tipped ball from Braxton Mount on 4th down, as Parkersburg was threatening. Threatening again there, and Newsom comes away with the pick. Kind of a bend but don't break style when they've had the chances. Because Parkersburg has had its chances tonight. Only 3 points to show for it, but they've been down inside the red zone, had to settle for field goals, a field goal attempt right before the half after taking a couple shots at the end zone. Had the chance there. Ball was just outside of the 25-yard line. They throw the pick. Down inside Huntington territory early on in the third quarter. That ends in a turnover on downs. They'll look back at this game and see some opportunities to bring us a little bit closer than it's been. The Huntington offense back out with 9:45 to play. Wilson looking through the air, and he's going to find Newsome. Newsome trying to shake off a defender. He does. Jukes back inside, but he's knocked down by his own man. Andreas Reese isn't going to get credit for the tackle, but he runs into his own guy. Or excuse me, that was Antonio Pascal that ran into Newsome as he was trying to cut back inside. Regardless, that's a big play. Keeps the clock moving and flips the field. At the 31. After a 53-yard completion, Wilson now hands it off. The ball ends up in the hands of Newsome. It was a double handoff. Okonkwo got it first, but then it goes to Newsome. He rumbles forward for a few yards. It'll bring up second down. And we roll under 9 minutes to play. Ball now at the 26. Couple plays ago, the ball was at the other 26, and Parkersburg looked like it might be in business before the interception from Newsome. And he takes it 53 yards the other direction on the first play of the drive for the Highlanders. This handoff goes to Trayvon Okonkwo. He's got enough for a first down near the 20-yard line. Roll that clock. First and 10. The handoff goes to, I believe that was Newsome. Slips up on the turf. Probably getting a little moist out there as night sets in. It's finally starting to feel like fall around these parts. Had a string of 80-plus degree days there for a while, but sitting right at 60 degrees right now. The perfect football weather, if you ask me. Nobody asked me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Wilson takes the snap. Newsome again, fumbles it. He coughs up the football inside the 15-yard line, and I believe Parkersburg jumped on top of that ball. It looked like Parkersburg may have initially, but Huntington catches a break there. After Newsome coughs it up, that ball is going to be spotted at the 14-yard line, third down. Wilson the snap again, takes it himself inside the 10. That's going to be enough for the first down. Sets up first and goal at the 9-yard line, and this could be the dagger. Already a 4-possession game with 6 minutes to play as the time continues to dwindle. First and goal, ball at the 9. Looked like some movement early. So first and goal now, but back it up to the 14. So Wilson stands at his own 20, readies for the snap. One receiver to the left, but it's a handoff to Okonkwo, who gets it back down near the original line of scrimmage. I don't think he's quite there. They'll spot the ball at the 10, brings up second and goal from the 10. Original line of scrimmage was the 9. Just looking to milk some clock here are the Highlanders. And put an exclamation point on this homecoming night in a game that they have dominated in the second half. They've added 14 to the lead. It was an 11-point lead at halftime as the handoff goes to Trayvon Okonkwo, and he is into the end zone, but he is met with a hit stick at the goal line. Swings it to the left, and with 4:45 to go, throws 6 more up for the Highlanders. 34-3 the score now. Extra point on the way. After taking a big lick at the goal line, Okonkwo comes over. He's greeted by his teammates. Time to celebrate a little bit. And the extra point here. He's been perfect on the night. Hopefully I didn't just jinx him. Weimer back. Kick is up and good. 5-4-5 from the senior kicker. And with 4:45 to play, it's all Highlanders. Parkersburg's been blanked this second half, and the one time they showed some life on offense, the drive ended in a turnover. Had a big pass to Titan Parsons off the arm of Alex Greer that flipped the field for Parkersburg when they were already down 28-3, and it's kind of their last chance to get back into the ball game. And an overthrown ball turns into an interception, and that interception set up another touchdown drive for the Highlanders. 35-3. The Highlanders have now put up 30 points in 4 consecutive games. 38 against Spring Valley, 68 against Hurricane, and 38 against Capital again. Now they're at 35. So that's a streak that will continue for at least one more week. Highlanders head to George Washington next week before leaving the state. They go to Seaver County and then to host Cabell Midland on what will be senior night, and then round out the regular season at Lindsley School. Greer takes the snap here on first down at his own 25, hands the ball off. He comes near side, and he is stopped by Braxton Mount. Silas Chiffrant's seen a lot of action in the backfield, and that's not really a surprise. He's one of their 2 primary backs, along with Ethan Jones. And at times they've had some decent runs, but most of the damage has been done through the air or with the legs of Greer. 4 minutes left. Snap goes back to Greer. He keeps it himself, looking to throw, looks downfield, doesn't have room. Mount giving chase, and he's going to be sacked. There were a host of Highlanders there. We'll see who gets credit for it. Braxton Mount was giving chase. Going to give it to Ethan Dalton. Why not throw the senior a bone there? So loss of 5 on the play brings up 3rd and 15. Parkersburg's not going to leave with the win tonight, but just looking for anything, any kind of positive that you can carry into next week. As Chaffront gets maybe a yard on 3rd down and 15. That'll bring up 4th and 14. And here comes another punt. Don't expect to see the ball put in the air much here, if at all, by the Highlanders once they get the ball back. Up 35-3, 2.5 minutes to play. And the punt is up from Tyler Shahan and not fielded. It's going to roll out of bounds at the Huntington 44. Looks like they're going to spot that ball there. That's where presumably the final drive of the night will start. It has been all Highlanders. Started off a tightly contested game, scoreless after the first quarter. Huntington punches it in for the first points of the night. Tack on another touchdown on a big explosive play from Tavion Wilson later in that second quarter. But here in this second half, they have just exploded. They've done it through the air. Wilson had a 27-yard toss to Andreas Reese. That was his 7th touchdown grab of the year. Okonkwo's had a couple touchdowns now of his own. And Mayshawn Okonkwo gets the handoff that time up across midfield down near the 48. And that clock is just going to continue to tick away. It's all a formality at this point. Don't put it past Huntington to try to go for a little bit extra here. They scored on the final play of the game against Hurricane. Never satisfied. The snap goes, and it's Trayvon Okonkwo. Flag on the field. Okonkwo is stopped. He's got first down yardage for now. We'll wait to see what the flag is. Going to be called a hold against the Highlanders with 92 seconds left. It's not going to affect the outcome of the game, but Billy Seals talks about that in the postgame. He likes them a clean game from start to finish. So, 2nd and 10 now. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, it looks like they're going to take a knee. They're content with the score. 50 seconds left, and they'll have to kneel it out one more time. It's third down, so they can do that. But Huntington's going to pick up win number 5 in a row. Haven't lost since the season opener on August 29th. Now scored over 30 points in 4 consecutive games. Wilson takes the knee, and that will do it. Teams head towards the handshake line. They'll exchange some pleasantries. Huntington picks up its 5th consecutive win to move to 5-1. Parkersburg drops to 3-4, and they've lost 2 straight now after that 3-game win streak earlier this season. We'll go ahead and step aside for a quick break, and we'll put a nice, pretty big homecoming bow on it when we come back here from Bob Sang Stadium.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Welcome back to Bob Sang Stadium. 35-3 your final score. And a slow start turns into a rapid-fire finish for the Highlanders on homecoming. They come away with win number 5 in a row, 35-3. And 4 different Highlanders reach the end zone. Antonio Pascal did it with a 2-yard rush to open up the scoring. That capped off a 17-play, 96-yard drive. And then Wilson got in, took it himself from 69 yards out for a 14-0 lead in the second quarter. And working with a short field, Parkersburg made the most of it. Tried to punch it in right before the half, but settled for a field goal. At that point, it was 14-3, wide open. The Big Reds opened with what appeared to be a strong drive, but it stalled out in Huntington territory around the 30. Braxton Mount tipped the ball that might have changed the game. If Parkersburg converts on that 4th down, they're set up inside the red zone, and if they score, if they reach the end zone there, that could potentially be a 14-10 game. That completely changes the outlook. Instead, Huntington gets the ball back off the turnover on downs, and that drive ends in a 27-yard touchdown pass from Tavion Wilson to Andreas Reese. That made it 21-3. Things start to look a little bit bleak for the Big Reds. And Mayshawn Okonkwo and Trayvon Okonkwo each add touchdowns to cap this one off. A perfect 5 for 5 on PATs from Bennett Weimer. And for the Big Reds, Cole Sisk made his only attempt of the night. Alex Greer, the quarterback, was under heavy pressure from the Highlander defensive line. Their strength is in the trenches, folks, and they showed it tonight. They outmuscled them and wore them down with some big, long drives that ended in points, and that was the difference. 35-3, Highlanders moved to 5-1. The Big Reds dropped to 3-4, and it's going to be a few weeks before Huntington's back here. They are on the road the next 2 weeks at George Washington and then at Seaver County in Tennessee before wrapping up the home portion of the regular season here on October 31st against my alma mater, Cabell Midland. We'll talk to you then. Until then, you've been watching Huntington High football on the Kendra Digital High School Sports Network.